What is going on, everybody? It is Matt with Sith Bricks, and we're back with another live episode here on the Mould King Monarch. I'm going to be working on bag 16 here live. It should take about an hour and a half, 2 hours, as soon as my lights go out. God bless battery power sometimes. But anyway, it's been a good week. You can see the Monarch back here. We've got everything on there like I showed you in the live video, so that's all good and dandy right there. So without further ado, I'm going to go and get the camera down here, and we're going to get started. Feel free to jump in the comment section. Please make sure to like the video because channel interaction is really big. We're going to get this party going. I have had a very busy morning, so I'm not as organized as I would like to be, but I think I will be just fine. All right. All right. Hey, Jorkel, what's going on, man? Welcome to the party, dude. Oh, it has been a day. So I live in Delaware, and yesterday we had rain nonstop. My entire yard is flooded, and I'm really not looking forward to going out there and taking a look at if there's any issues or whatnot. It was wild here yesterday. We normally don't get rain like this here, and so to see it come down the way it did was something else. Oops, looked at the wrong thing. Now I need it. Oh, here we go. So yeah, normally how I do my setup, let's see what you got. Yeah, you live in the Netherlands. Yeah, man, I'm sure you guys get plenty up there. And so how I like to do it is over here above my book, I keep all my tiny, like my single stud and all my other pieces. And then usually just to my right is the main building stuff. And then I have a couple of the meat, like the middle piece sizes that sit over here. So this way I can kind of keep myself reasonably organized while I'm going. All right. So this build should be relatively straightforward. It looks like I'm just going to be filling, I know it's kind of hard to see here, but I've got to fill in this front part right here with the other side. And then it looks like I'm doing a little bit of detail work on the back side here. But as you can see, we still have the whole top half of the ship to go. So this, famous last words, this doesn't look like it's going to give me too much trouble. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Angle. It's got to be over here. Yep. I was looking in the wrong pile for that piece. All right. Nope. Okay. Goes above this one. Nope. Something's... Okay. Let's see what I did. Had these in the wrong spot. No, wait a minute. They need to be down here. Okay. All over the place to start out. Not exactly a good thing here. So let's fix myself here. Okay, now I think we're in a better position here. Yep, now that's right. If it wasn't for this little gray piece here, I would have messed this all up because my eyes weren't seeing it properly. There we go. Man, the other day, Jorko, I was hammering one of these down in here, and I smacked it too hard. It shot off the wall behind my computer here, and then came back, and it didn't hit me hard in the head, but I was like, oh, wow, that just doinked me in the head. Just something you're not ready for, so... Hey, and there's my notification that I'm live on my own channel. Gotta love YouTube. Let's see. 4. Let's always hate when you got to find one. Like, there's only 4 of them, and it's a pain sometimes to fish them out when they're the only 4 in the pile. Yeah, so, yeah, not my finest moment, man. I don't know why I grabbed 3. It only said 1. Again, my eyes are not working on me right now. Very flimsy right here. Now, let's see here. So this is the first time that we've had the binoculars show up or the rangefinder show up in a build. So I always like it to see pieces when they like random ones that show up oddly. Like these ones are also in this bag, which we don't see that often. And my fingers hurt already. So it's tricky because this is only held on by this piece right here. And then it wants me to stick this piece right here on it. So sometimes it's hard to get it mounted properly because there's not a lot of reinforcement right there. There's that. All right, so this piece now is going to go on the top of the warship, but oh man, I just punched this off. I'm going to put this on later towards the end so I can keep going and building. There we go. Ready to rock and roll. Boom. Done. All right, now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the actual build here. Not that often you see a big, thick brick like this. Hey, Devin Verse. Oh, man, that's awesome, dude. I'm really happy for you, man. Wow, if Monarch is 260 on the Mould King store, just be very careful about that. Because I've had it before where I found like Monarch and Eclipse cheap in the Mould King store, and when I added it to the cart, it actually changed to something else that was cheaper, and it was not. It was like a trick that they pull because they want you to check out with, like, they want you to do the instant checkout. So make sure that when you add it into your cart, don't do an express checkout. Go to the regular slow process and make sure that it is added in there. And then also check the shipping cost, because one time I thought I found Executor for like $150. It had $100 shipping, and it would take 3 to 4 months from China. So sometimes a good deal is not always true. So that would be my recommendations with that, Jorkel. Okay, I just completely forgot what piece I was looking for. Here we go. Oh, you have all the pieces for the Death Star mock? That's pretty cool, man. I don't think I've ever seen the Death Star one. So maybe I've just been missing it in all my searching and whatnot. Okay, that is not the right piece. No. That is the right piece. Okay, let's see. Devin, I actually don't play. I haven't played a like a main Star Wars console game in like 20 years, man. To be honest with you, I think it's what is it? Jedi Survivor with Cal Kestis is coming out. I'll be honest. I think the last time I played a Star Wars game on a console was Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2. I know as a huge Star Wars fan, you thought I would have played more, but I like those old computer games. Those are kind of my favorite Star Wars ones. Like I like Empire at War, Star Wars Rebellion, the original Knights of the Old Republic and whatnot. That's the kind of stuff that I like to play. So it's been a while since I've seen anything else. I actually just got the new Wii system that came out yesterday for Legend of Zelda, the new Zelda that's coming out. So I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but my first and foremost video game love has always been Zelda. And so my daughter and I are looking forward to fighting over who gets to play it. Okay, where's these pieces at? Okay, they're not there. Where's these 1x4s at? Yep, there's the piece on the floor. So if I want custom stickers for any mock, I'm your guy. Devin, I will be hitting you up for that for sure, because I would love to have stickers for all of my Mold King ones. That way I don't have to burn the ones that I came with the set. I'd like the extra ones. So for sure. At one point, Devin, I don't know if I told you, I was actually trying to work with an employee of Mold King, or at least that's who he claimed to be. I mean, I was speaking to someone from China, and I was hoping to try to partner up with Mold King and, do it like something with them. But the COVID lockdowns happened to get a second time out there, and I just never heard back from him again. And so it was, giving it a shot, and it stinks, but I'm not really busted up over it. I'll still buy their product. I still like it a lot. I don't let that kind of stuff bother me. First time seeing one of those show up. Oh, thanks, man. Execute Order 66. It's actually also the ringtone, or that's the text tone on my phone. If anybody sends me a text message, it's always Execute Order 66. Okay. Does that have this circle in it? The opening. So it wants me to use a single stud. Oh, there it is. The only one in the bag that has an opening, and I've got like 30 of them over here. Is a miracle I found that. Got to remember not to reach with this arm, because you guys see the camera angle adjust and it gets kind of funky. Oh, nice, man. That's nothing wrong with binge watching them all. I mean, that's a solid way to spend a couple of days. All right, it's been really busy all this morning. I need my liquid fuel. As used to say in the military, hydrate or die. Now, one thing I haven't quite figured out is Mold King likes to use these for like turbo lasers. Like this represents like gun emplacements. And it's just kind of funky looking. I mean, I guess you could say it works like, but it looks like robot hands that they've turned into turbo laser batteries, or, cannon batteries. So very interesting. Okay, this also goes on the top of the ship, but I will do that later because I'll put that stuff on there. Let's see. All right, now I need a 1x8 and 2 covers. I got some other stuff that we're going to put on the top of the ship here. So 2 1x8s, 4 fire hydrants. And a 1x2. Right. So this is actually the cover piece that'll go on the ship when I go to put everything on the top. So this is how they do these cover pieces. They use the fire hydrants to snap the covers on, and these cover the ridges right here, so that way there's nothing exposed on. So I built this now, but I'm going to set it aside for later. So. It's going to do it on May 4th. Hey, that doesn't matter, man, if you're mentally challenged or not, man. Do your thing, man. You're making a way in the world, man. Don't feel bad about that at all. It doesn't bother me at all. You got this, man. Enjoy. I'm just happy you're here, Devin. That's all that matters, man. If you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying having you here. You're always welcome. Another cover piece to go over there. All right. Well, good, man. I'm glad you do, Devin. And I'm glad you get along with me, man. I'm happy that you're here. There's no reason to be mean on YouTube. There really isn't. There's a lot of people who are like that, and I personally do not care for it. I don't find the humor in it at all. So, you know. Let's see here. I need the rotator piece. The other, another one of my fingers of death pieces. Oh yeah. Right away, my fingers hurt. Just getting it out there right now. Never gets easier. It's like that phantom pain that just won't go away. The remodeling is going to pick up here next week. I have been saving my money and getting ready to go. So I have I'm working on a bathroom remodel, and I've got some more work in here. So next month it's going to pick up. I'm hoping to have some more man cave update videos along with a bathroom that I need to remodel. So I'm hoping to have some good stuff here soon. Sorry, I'm looking for this odd piece over here. I know you guys are probably looking at my side right now, but I'm just trying to fish out this one piece that looks like this. So it's got a 1x2 in it, but it's got the you guys can't see it, but it's got these bars on. It's this piece, but it's got it on this side and this side. So I'm trying to find the one of it in my stack over here. That's got me questioning if it's even in my bag or not. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, I hate to be turned away from the camera this long. Should be, yeah, it has to be in this one. See, I have two of these, but I need it to look like one of them that looks like that. And that's what I'm struggling to find here in my piles. Well, I don't think I have it in my bag. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Let me. So this is my extras cup so far with this ship. Let me see if I got some extras. Let's see. Why did the angry Jedi cross the road to get to the dark side? Yeah, go ahead and tell me, man. My favorite land vehicle from Star Wars, the AT-AT Walker. Hands down, I love the AT-AT Walkers. Okay, so I don't have the piece that I need. So I'm going to sit here and, because I've got to cover it right here. So the piece I need goes on here. So it's going to go on right here, and then I have to cover it. I'm going to look ahead real quick and see if, okay. So I don't think it'll be too bad if I use a 1x2 on it. Where's my, I just had my extras cup. So it looks like this one right here. I'm trying to get it in there. So it's that, it's right at the corner of the book binding. So it's that one right there. Let me see. There it is. So it's a 1x2, and it's got the rods lifted up on either side. Now I have these two right here, which I'm sure I'm supposed to have, but I set these over here so I wouldn't get confused with my eyes when I'm trying to look at it. So now it's kind of driving me crazy. Ah, found it. Whew. It was hiding under another piece. One of the last pieces that I just had to flip over to see what was going on. It was right there. Go figure. But yeah, that was a piece right there. Let's see. Flat. See, this is what I get for saying that it's going to be an easy build today, because now my eyes aren't seeing the pieces that I need. Let's see. Pivot piece. Great. Two of these. So this is a piece I've never seen Mould King use before. Let me get my thing down to it. Is this triangle piece right here? This is the first time I've ever seen this piece get used, which is cool. I like it when I see stuff on there that I've never seen before. I mean, heck, this piece is sitting in the bag too, and I've never seen this one either. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Yeah. So that's a piece right there. First time using that one right there. All right, so that's what it had me do right there. And then I'm going to snap it on this pivot piece right here. Ta-da! Interesting. Here's what it looks like from the side. Let's see. That's fine, Devin, if you're the only person watching me build. Let's see. Why did the Anger Jedi cross throw to get to your dark side? Let's see. I haven't said it yet. Liar. Okay. Hey, McNasty, what's going on? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now, McNasty. I was like, oh, man, you're coming in hot, but you're watching it with him. Got it. Brain not computing today. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Devin. I always do comparison videos. I've got the Lego version sitting. Let's see. Let me get this up here. Sorry for the... There's the Lego Devastator sitting right there. So there will definitely be a comparison video. And I am happy that the Lego is releasing a Venator, because I'll buy that Venator from Lego and then compare it to the Mold King one that you see sitting right over there. So that'll be fun too. All right, so this piece actually goes on the back of the ship. Straight on the back. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over so you guys can kind of see what I'm about to do here. So this piece is going to go on right here. Let's see. Does it sit center on it? Yep, sure does. So you have to be very careful when putting this on, because I don't want to put any pressure on these plates here and pop them off. And so I don't exactly have the skinniest fingers, so that was a bit tricky, but we got it on. All right. The Mold King Venator was a good build. I enjoyed building it, but I do have to say that of all of them, it's got the most flaws, in my opinion. They could have done a lot more to tighten up a lot of the gaps on it. And so it's a great build. I really like it, but it's got the most problems of all the sets that I've built so far. So like it's kind of hard to see on it, but there's some serious gaps. Let me move my water bottle here. Let me see if I can get my camera to do it right, because I only got so much space. So right where Vader's mask is kind of in the way, there's a hole, and it doesn't seat flat. That top part does. And so I would actually display my Venator on the very bottom of my shelf, so that way when people are looking at it, they're looking at it top down. So, all right. Haven't pulled out a Technic piece in a while. And we probably haven't used Technic pieces in about 10 bags. All right. All right, so I gotta do this one more time. Okay. So it wanted me to do that. Build 2 of them. Let's see. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 by 8s. So my brain's thinking that we're building some of the superstructure now for the comms tower. Because normally when we start building, this is really building reinforced with Mould King right here. So I'm betting we're building superstructure now. Especially when they're going triple enforcement here. So we're 3 deep on these right here. So, oh, nice. I actually have an autograph of David Prowse, who was the man in the suit. So that's pretty sweet, man. I happened to, I'm glad I got it before he passed away. Now, if you guys want a really, really good watch, it's a document. So I'm going to tell you right now, you guys are going to laugh at me. I can't say this word documentary. I can't say it right. But it's on David Prowse and what happened to him and why he got kicked out of Star Wars. It's called I Am Your Father. Now, you cannot watch it on American like YouTube or streaming channels, but for you guys overseas, you may be able to see it. And it's a really, really great hour-long-ish video of a guy from Spain who travels to London to meet David Prowse, and he talks to him about like what really happened, because what happened to David Prowse was pretty trashy, and what Lucas did to him. And so if you guys want to know why, like, he was never allowed at Star Wars conventions, he was never allowed at anything official Star Wars after Return of the Jedi. And it's a great watch if you guys really want to know what happened, because what Lucas did to him was horrible, you know, and it was just a shame that they treated somebody so badly. And to be honest, he never did anything wrong. The people at Lucas thought he did something wrong, and they basically ostracized him for it. Like, he was allowed to finish out his contract with Lucas. Oops, I put that one on wrong. And then they just let him go, and he was never, ever invited back, you know? And so I highly recommend it for everybody overseas. Let's see. That's what we've been working on right there. All right. So I'll set this to the side. Let's see. These. 2 1x3s. Oh, there's that. Lego Star Destroyers, would you want them to build in the future of Mould King? Ooh, that's a good one. Well, first off, we definitely need an interdictor cruiser, because those are amazing. Those were in the books, Heir to the Empire. That's when they were first introduced, along with the Nogari and Rook, which was Thrawn's personal bodyguard. So we need an interdictor cruiser. I mean, if they wanted to go big, we could do a Supremacy if they Snoke ship the Supremacy. I would just build that just for the sheer size of it, because it's huge. And then reaching back to my favorite one of my favorite eras, the Old Republic, we need a Harrower class dreadnought, which was the Sith warships that Malgus used during his time. That was when the Sith were ruled by a council, and Malgus and his master Vindican, I believe, were sent to get Korriban back. So, and of course, we also need the standard Imperial Dreadnought, which is another thing that was introduced in the Heir to the Empire trilogy. They're like a medium-sized capital warship. Like it would take 3 of them to equal a Star Destroyer, but they were good, and they're that would be another good one that they should put in there. The actual Imperial Dreadnoughts. I hope that was the right answer to your question. Sometimes my brain goes faster than I want it to, and then I realize I completely answered it wrong. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Devin. So there's a lot Lego can do. I really wish Mold King would do it. Maybe somebody out there who is in the Mold King section could get them working on it. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. Oh, okay. Just trying to see how they wanted that piece to go on like that. It just took my eyes didn't want to register it initially. Right. Yep. Okay, I see what I did. Now I gotta yank all these things off and move them down one. There we go. Sometimes my eyes don't see it right. Yeah, ask them. I think those are great ideas that should all be done. But I would also say, Devin, they all should have interior play like the Eclipse does. I was kind of bummed that Monarch, for its size and the fact that it's 1,000 pieces more than the Eclipse, doesn't have an interior to it. So I would say if they're going to build any bigger ships going forward, they need interior play on it. Okay. Very interesting. I've never seen Mold King build a piece like this. So this is the first time ever building something that is of this shape and size. And so Is it one of these? No, it's a round one. Okay. Okay. It's kind of neat. So there's some Technic holes right here. So I'm wondering if these are all going to start sticking together somehow. Oh, nice. The Jedi Temple. Cool, man. That'll be a sweet looking mock. See, now that's an area where I just love with Mold King. Lego would not have put this stud here with the pincher on it, but just for that added extra detail, Mold King puts it on there. And then now that I see it, it's mounted up with something else. So it's not only detail, it's probably going to be functional and clip into something right there. Let's see. I need to think. What do I do? Okay. It's not a bad layered design right there. I really like that. Showing it at Philly. That'll be sweet, man. Good stuff, dude. Yep. Now I see where. Okay. So this one goes on this one. See, the two holes here are going to snap. Yep. Yeah, kid glove. So that was all to build that, which I think is pretty cool. So now guess what? I get to do it for the other side. All right, let's see here. All right, there it is. Okay. Let's see. All right, Devin, let's see. I'm in the second booklet. Page 129, and I'm in step 1572. 1572. That's where I'm at right now. Slowly plugging along. No, wait a minute. Did not need that. Yes, I do need that. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just trying to get all this done here. Let's see. Between some of my other hobbies and interests, between Mold King and Star Wars. Well, I minifigures. Let's see. I have a very nice Mustang. I have a Mustang GT, whose license plate is actually Sidious, believe it or not. So I do like to work on my car a lot. And then, playing Legend of Zelda. Every now and then I'll bust out some Black Ops Zombies. Not much of a video gamer anymore in Call of Duty and whatnot. But I do like to pick up the sticks every now and then, keep my skills fresh. And then mainly, I'm a single dad. I have my kids 90% of the time. So, when I'm not, my kids are at school, I get to do all this stuff usually. Or like today, they're at their mom's house. But when my kids are around, all my focus is on my kids. So I keep it kind of simple. I'm not much for a fast-paced life, although this summer I'm going to take my boys out and do a lot of stuff. So, that's kind of it. I'm pretty low-key, man. There's not much. I kind of stay within my wheelhouse. I don't like to branch out all that much. I kind of just stay focused on what I have and go with it. So. Okay, let's see here. This one let's see what we got going on here. I feel like I'm not doing it right, but I actually am. Sometimes when you're doing pieces like this and the way your eyes read it in the book, it's just really tricky. So. All right, I got to take my hair off. It's getting hot in here. All right. Please excuse me while I crunch ice. I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I can't stop. So that's interesting. The detail difference here is I'm going to snap this on. Completely different detail. You figured they would have had me done 2 of these and been good, but they did not. Also, Devin, I forgot, I'm an avid Transformers collector. So I've got you've probably seen the videos. I've got lots of Transformers in my collection. So totally different designs between the 2 of them, which is okay. But, I'm a symmetry person. My brain is like, why couldn't they make these symmetrical? So, yeah. But they didn't. But we're not going to complain. There we go. All right. Just had me do this real quick. Okay. So that's it. Now, I see this here, so they're definitely going to have cover pieces running along here, which is probably why I have all this right here. But again, very interesting to have them bridge it that way. Okay. This is one thing I like that Mold King does. One of the many things I like. But what they do is they'll take these pieces, like the rod pieces, and they'll snap stuff onto them. I don't think I've ever seen Lego do that. And so I just think this is a great way for Mold King to add that extra detail to pieces. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. It's going to go on this side. Oh, okay. So this is going to go right into here like this. And then I just need to snug these over just a little bit more. I'm also into hockey and football. Those are the two sports I like to watch. I can watch, football and American football equally, but also a hockey person. So, never seen that. There's that strange piece right there. So, my favorite hockey team is the Colorado Avalanche, as I am from Colorado. So, they are my team. Pretty neat looking. Very, very interesting. Okay, so that's what it's got right there. And I'm going to take these two guys, snap them on, and pretty neat little looking guy. So, oh, good, man. You finished the Executor last night. Good for you, buddy. That's good stuff, man. There we go. Mounted it up just like this. Pretty neat how it all looks so far. Even though it's kind of wonky to my eyes, it's still pretty neat. me get this stuff in the camera view so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. There we go. Again, I have such a love for these old, thick, sloped bricks because these are the ones I played with when I was a kid. So when I see these ones, it always puts a smile on my face. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they haven't done an X-Wing yet, Devin. I would have for sure thought that they would have, you know? There you go, just did that. This one is going to go, let's see, on this side. Okay. At first, it kind of threw me off how to mount this on here. But if it's done right, it should be flushed up across the back. And, yep, looking exactly like that. Now, I don't know if this piece is supposed to be mounted to it. It definitely fits, but the book shows both of them being at an angle. So I'm wondering if I need to just break it free and kind of keep it at an angle like that. I think that's what I'm going to do because that's what the book says to do. All right. Favorite one has been the Obi-Wan series. Yeah, Obi-Wan was definitely good. I have no issues with that one at all. You know, everyone has their good and their bad, you know, and so you just kind of have to take each with each. I was kind of bummed with how Mandalorian season 3 finished, although some people would say I'm crazy and how dare I, but there could have been a lot more. Like, it would have been great to actually see Thrawn. Just if it was only like him smiling from somewhere. A simple thing like that, I think, would have went a long way. You know, Bad Batch, you know, wanted to mess me up mentally for a little bit. So, you know, thank Bad Batch for that. If you guys haven't seen the end of season Bad Batch, then when you watch it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So there we go. That's what we're working on right now. This has got to be part of the cons tower. There's just no way that it isn't. Or at least like the first part of it. Now, the tricky part when doing stuff like this is paying attention to where your fingers are at. So that way you don't, like when you want to push these down, you want to make sure that when you put your fingers up here, you're putting it in the right spot to provide that counter pressure to get it to seat right. Now this side was a lot easier because the counter pressure was right up here. But these ones are a little bit trickier. I'd almost say they should have put these on before we put any of these on, so you can make sure you have the right, they're seated properly. All right. And of course, you guys see me putting these on here. It can only mean one thing. There's going to be cover pieces on it at some point. Now, I understand that they had to put these in here, the Technic pieces, but I really wish there was a piece underneath here to stabilize them. And I may do that myself at some point because pieces like this should not be moving. So, okay. Let's see what we got here. See, sometimes when you put pieces on like this, they can go on crooked. You see how it's crooked? Again, if you put it on a flat part, oops, now I go make myself look bad, and push it down against the flat part, that'll seat it nice and length. And I actually did not, it's not that I don't like the Power Rangers, it just wasn't my generation. I was a Transformers kid. I used to wake up every morning and watch Transformers. So I have nothing against the Power Rangers. It just wasn't my generation. I was G.I. Joe, Transformers, Mask, the A-Team, the Dukes of Hazzard. That was kind of the stuff that I grew up watching. You know, my sister, she would watch like She-Ra and Rainbow Bright. And, of course, I liked He-Man. And so just that was the kids that were 10 years younger than me. That was their stuff that they liked. So, yeah, nothing against Power Rangers at all. It's a very successful show. Just not my generation kind of thing. But that was when you actually had to watch TV with the commercials and be able to plan your bathroom break around the commercial. Like I said, you didn't when a lot of times, a lot of people these days, they don't know the trauma of you're in the bathroom and then somebody yelling from the front room, "It's on!" And you got to hurry up, finish, come ninja diving over the top of the couch to get there so you don't miss anything. Nowadays, everybody just pauses it. But let me tell you, it was a lot different back then. My little get off my yard moment here. And I remember you had to make sure that you had all of everything done before you sat down and watched the show. But also the commercials were a lot better back then too. I'll be honest with you. TV commercials were so much better then. Let's see. That's what I'm doing right there. Let's see. Yep. So, and I'll be honest, the food tasted a lot better back in the 80s and 90s too. That's one thing I miss. Me having a reminiscing moment. Now that you kind of got me back in my childhood, was how food tasted. It tasted so much better. There wasn't all the chemicals in it and the engineering and whatnot that goes into it nowadays. Like I can't even eat Subway anymore because their bread is not actually real bread. It's in essence it's a synthetic bread, but it's not bread by the definition of the ingredients. They just call it bread because it's synthetic. So just things like that. You guys are probably laughing at my oldness, and that's all right. I'm okay with it. But I'm also very much a person that I do really miss my past. I mean, I do like going forward, but I have a strong um I guess connection with the past and how things used to be. Some people, some of my friends, they want nothing to do with their past, and that's fine. But for me, man, I sure do miss those days. Because I never knew how good I had it until it was gone. Let's see. So I'm trying to get this lined up right now. There you go. That's what I was doing right there. Want to see I'm not laughing, I find it interesting. Okay. There's awful lot of ingot pieces on this too. That's on this one here. So that right there. There you go, right there. Minty friend. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I think take it you just watched Flashback Friday. So. I'm doing right here. Very interesting. So they had me put it on these rockers here, as you guys can see, for them to move. Never done this one either. This is a new technique as well that they've thrown at me here. Not bad though. I like it. I said one of my lights go out on me early. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, good, man. Oh, thank you, Devin. I appreciate the multiple watches, man. That means a lot to me, man. Every little bit helps. Move this out of the way. Okay. So this is just normally this is a piece that would go like around the back of a minifigure, but it doesn't want to seat properly. So that's why I use my pliers to push down on the back so I can get that good seat. Make sure it's on there, because that's not a natural way for something like that to be mounted. Almost just knocked one of my engines off. Go. Oh, excuse me. Don't have that many pieces left. I wonder if I'm just going to build a couple of these and then be done. We'll see what happens here. Well, that's what we got going on right here. Come on, camera, focus in on it. There we go. See all the detail work right there. Let's see. Do I have an interesting story to tell us? Interesting, yes. Do I want to tell it? No. I have some stories from when I was in the military, but those ones I don't tell all that often. Let me think. I'll see if I can figure out something to talk about here. I noticed that we got a few more people on. Thanks everybody that's watching. If you haven't already done so, hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Give me a second here. I'll see if I can't come up with something. course, now that you put me on the spot, I'm drawing a total and complete blank. Oh, okay. So this is really weird here. So they want me to push this down like this, but this gold ingot bar is 100% in the way. I'm trying to figure out how they wanted this. Yeah. So they had this bar sitting right on top of this piece right here. And it wouldn't work. Like there's no way to put that on there, so I just pulled it off. Not gonna lie. Because there would be no way to seat this properly on like this without this being off. So that's really interesting. I'm gonna all right, now this one, let's see, goes on this one over here. Yeah. So I can't figure out a way to get this. So this has all got to mount here. Oh gosh, I had it on the wrong side. Okay, so the right way to get it on is this dark gray piece here is going to line up with the black part right here. And then as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right in here, these two pieces line up. And there you go. This has got to be one of the first top cover pieces. I don't know what this piece was doing here. It was in the wrong spot. It's gone. Yeah, there's just no way where they wanted it to fit at. Yeah, I don't care. It's out of here. I'm not even going to waste my time with it. All right, so that one's done. All right, on to the next side here. Oh, okay. You went to your other account. Appreciate it, man. That's really kind of you. And of course, now that you've asked me to tell you a story, I'm totally stumped on it. So, just as I'm building, if something comes to head, I will throw something out there. I have lots of military stories, but I usually don't tell those to just anybody, so to speak. Those are usually stories I only tell to other veterans. I mean, I've met the M&R Productions guy. I met him at a Comic-Con. I wasn't really that impressed with him. I mean, he was nice to my kids, but me talking to him as an adult, I really wasn't impressed with him at all. It's not much of a story, but that's just someone I've met. hold on a second. Let me get this turned the right way. I almost put this piece on backwards. Let's see here. Yeah. Wish there was something more exciting going on, but right now it's just me putting plate work on. Devin, I appreciate you talking to me through this whole thing, man. That's been really nice, man. All right. We are cruising along. Let's see. Hey, Jalen, thanks for jumping on and saying something, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's been a good one today. We are slowly been plowing along doing this big guy right over here, along with some other minor work on the top of the warship. So that's what we've been really focusing on today. All right, let's see. I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. Should be there. Oh, hey, Jorkel, welcome back, man. We are actually getting close to the end here. I probably got another 10, 15 minutes, and then I think I'll be done. Excuse me. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. There's that. All right, there we go. All right, we are plugging along here. Nope. Moving all my pieces off my table onto my desk because we're to the smallest part now where I should be getting this stuff almost fully mounted and ready to go. Mm-hmm. You know, the only thing that stinks right now is that there's no new Star Wars to watch. Like, we're out. Like, Star Wars is done for months. Like, unless something pops up between now and August for Ahsoka, I think we're gonna not have so much. Which I wish they would have kept a Bad Batch and Mandalorian separated, so that way the series weren't running on top of each other. I don't know why Disney did that, but I have a feeling that that's kind of a mistake on their part. They should have been more focused on, you got to spread the wealth out sometimes. And so running all those shows right on top of each other may come back to bite them in the butt. All right. I thought I was missing one. It was sitting right here in front of me the whole time. I was about to get a little upset. Okay, this is strange. They want me to put this stud piece right in there. There's no way I could do that with my fingers. Thankfully, I have a good set of tweezers. I can't begin to tell you how tedious this is, guys. I wish they would have had me put this on sooner. Hope you guys can kind of see what I'm trying to finagle here. There we go. That took a lot to put that stud piece right into there. What a pain. Again, that's why you need the big three when you're building. Needle nose pliers, tweezers, MVP. Gotta have them when you're doing this stuff. So far, no sketchy building techniques. Just a couple of areas that I find odd because there's not any symmetry involved. But other than that, nothing tricky so far. Nothing that's just been like, whoa, what are you thinking here? So I mean, there's been a few areas, Jerkle, where it's not as sturdy as I would like it to be, but I'm a very harsh critic, so I want it to be done right. So, I'll go back and show you here in a second. Let me get this done here, and I'll show you like one area where it's just, it shouldn't be this loose, I guess is the right way to put it. Yep, okay, I'm good there. Three. Move those out of the way. I need one of these. Okay. There we go. Let's see. There's stud. Let me see. I'm getting close to the end here, guys. So I'm gonna bear down and get this done, and hopefully we can get everything mounted where it belongs. Okay. There we go. Nice and tight on it. So now it's all put together. And then the same thing as this side is make sure that the dark gray piece sits on it just like this. And then this piece right over here should push in nicely, which it just did. I hope you guys were able to see that. So there you go right there. So these little wedgelets that I was putting on right here and right over here, they should have been put on beforehand. But, you know, sometimes things get weird. An 8 and above. Yep. But again, this is genius. The way they did these fire hydrants and these cover pieces to cover the gaps. Like, this should be standard for Mould King going forward. Of course, now there's another piece on the ground. I got plenty of them. See, that just looks so much nicer how they use those fire hydrant pieces to do that. Okay, now I need a couple of these. Okay. All right, so they want me to do this. Actually, no. Okay. So they just want these ones resting in here. So this is just like how they did the executor, where they just want these bars sitting in here. It's nice. It fills the gap, but let's see here. All right. Wow, got a lot of extra pieces this time. Now, let's go back and let's get some stuff mounted on here. All right, let me push this in. Give me a second here, guys, as I get everything flipped around and ready to go here. Okay, we got a lot of things to mount, so we're going to get mounting here. All right, let me see if there's a better angle for everybody here. I would normally just pick up the ship, but it's so stinking heavy that I don't want to risk anything here. So I'm just turning my table right now because I really want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. All right. Let me go back to the beginning here. Okay. So you remember this piece that we built at the beginning, it's going to go right over the top right here. And it sits right on the superstructure just like this. Okay. Now let me see here. Yep. So then we're going to put this one little stud right here on this piece using my tweezers to help me out here. And then we're going to take this 1x8, snap it on there just like that. All right. And then actually, so these actually close up. So I thought that there was a gap between these two, but the books actually shows them being closed up together. So I'm just going to take them off for right now. And then this piece, so it's another little single stud that goes on it right here. All right. And then, so this big long piece that we built initially goes, you just got to slide it right in here. So what I did right here is I just lifted this cover up a little bit to get it to slide into place. Yep, just like that. Then we're taking this cover here, sliding it into place. There we go. So let me see if I can get you guys to be able to see this better. So, okay, now I'll flip the camera upside down. So right here is we got these cover pieces on right across the front of it now and into place. So that's what I was doing right there. All right. And then okay. then it wants me to use these to go right in here. And I think, how many was there? There's a total of 3. So very much, again, like Executor, we're running these rods right here. I know it's kind of tough to see, guys. I don't know if I can get a better angle for you. There you go. So you can see the rods that we put on right there, and then right over here, the top covering to fill in the gaps. So there we go. Then these pieces right here, they just go on just like this. Do I have these on backwards? I bet you I do. Yep. No, I had them on right. Okay, now my eyes are playing tricks on me. Yeah. So it should be these 2 pieces. I'm going to fix that hole. Don't worry about it. And then come all the way back to here. Oh. And then this piece goes on just like this. So this just, I don't know if this can push down on anything. Gosh darn it, those little rods. So yes, this does push down on something. Oh, there goes my other light. Oh. Okay, I have to, oh gosh. All right, so my thing has actually just come apart on me. I've got to do some repair work. I'm going to finish it up. I've got to break it apart, unfortunately. Something didn't set up right. So, how does the new micro scale Star Destroyer look? Actually, I'm really excited for MIDI scale, Jaylen, and I'll tell you why. Hold on one second here. I love MIDI scale, and I have the original MIDI scale Star Destroyer right here. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping that they bring MIDI scale back. That's always been one of my favorites. So, yeah, I like MIDI scale a lot. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this because I got to fix something and my lights are out and I ain't going to lie, my back's hurting. So I'm going to get this fixed and then I'll have a follow-up video for you all next time. So thanks again for everybody that watched, and we'll see you guys next time here on Sith Bricks on the Mould King Monarch.